Lesson 6.5, page 329. It says, given p of x, find p of -3 by using synthetic substitution. Okay, so we're going to say p of -3 equals 8 times -3 cubed plus 7 times -3 squared plus 2 times -3 plus 4. It's easier to do it in your calculator here. We'll say -3 control variable and put it in for x. Not an issue. Then we'll go over here and we got 8x cubed. 8 times x cubed plus 7x squared plus 7x squared plus 2x plus 4. And it gives us a -155. So p of -3 is 155. -155. And let's do this one here. P of -3 equals, that's -3 cubed plus, excuse me, 6 times -3 squared plus 7 times -3 minus 25. So p of -3 equals x cubed plus 6x squared plus 7x minus 25, -19. So p of -3 equals -19. All right. And that's all there is to synthetic substitution. And now, allergies are killing me. -3. That's 2 times -3 cubed plus 5 times -3 squared minus 3 times -3. And we'll put that in our calculator. 2 times x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x, I believe it was. Minus 3x, is that right? It is. And that gives us 0. All right. And let's try one more. It's -3 to the 4th power plus minus 8 times -3 plus 45. So we got negative that was to the 4th power plus 5x cubed minus 8x plus 45. And what do we got? Negative 147. Not a problem. Okay. Now it is time to do some long division. And let's see here. I know you remember long division. It's like, so you had 1, 2, 3, and it went into 2, 4, 7, 6, 5, 8, and let's see, that would be 2 would be 242. That would be 2. That's 6, and that's 4, and that's 2, and that's 1. 6, that's going to be 0, and then 5, that would put 1. 123, 2, 4, and 8. And we'll say 3, and that's 9, 6, 3. That makes that a 1. That's 9. That makes that a 3, and that's a 6. 2013, remainder 69. All right. Well, we're going to do that now with polynomials. That's right. This is going to be fun. You're going to like this. This is good stuff. All right. So what do we got? We got x squared minus 4. And then we got x cubed, 18x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1. Okay, so how do we get this party started? We want this to look like that. So we're going to have to multiply it by 18x. All right, 18x times x squared would be 18x cubed. Minus 4, okay, 18x, that's going to be minus 32x. Okay, and we're going to subtract the second line from the first line. So that's going to be 0x cubed. We're going to bring this down, minus 3x squared. And now we have x minus negative 32x, so it's going to be plus 33x. And then we'll bring the negative 1 down. Since that's a 0, we don't really need that. All right. Now we need to make this x squared look like that. So we're going to multiply it by negative 3. Negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times 4 is plus 12. And then now we'll subtract the second line from the first line. That gives us 0x squared, which is what we wanted. We'll bring the 33x down, and that's plus. Negative 1 minus 12 would be negative 13. So we're going to have, let's see here. I'm going to write this out. Let's see here. We're going to have 18x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 1 divided by x squared minus 4 equals divisor. The divisor is this right here, equals x squared minus 4 times the quotient, which is this right here, 18x minus 3 plus, and then this remainder here, plus 33x minus 13. All right? So all of this right here equals that right there. It's kind of hard to get there the first time. Let's do another. Okay. So we got x squared plus 8, 6x to the 4th plus x cubed. Now I don't have an x squared in here, so I'm going to put a place in it, plus 0x squared, and that's going to be a placeholder, minus 9x plus 13. So let's start it off. We need to make this x squared into a 6x to the 4th. So we're going to multiply it by 6x squared. 6x squared times x squared is 6x to the 4th. All right. And then 6x squared plus 8 is plus 48x squared. Now this one gives you 0x to the 4th, which is what we wanted. That's going to give you x cubed. That's going to be minus 48x squared minus 9x plus 13. Okay, we don't need this. Don't need that anymore at all. Now we need to make this x squared into an x cubed. So I'm going to say plus x. X times x squared is x cubed. X times 8 is plus 8x. Again, we're going to subtract the second line from the first. That gives us 0x cubed minus 48x squared. I just brought that down. Negative 9 minus 8 is negative 17x. And then I'll just bring the 13 down. All right, like I said, I don't need this anymore. But I need to turn this x squared into a negative 48x squared. So I'm going to minus 48. I'm going to multiply that. Negative 48x squared. And then 48 times 8. $384. So I got minus 384. Subtract the second line from the first. So those cancel out. I have negative 17x. And then 13 plus 384, so that's 397, plus 397. So my solution is x squared plus 8 times 6x squared plus x minus 48 minus 17x plus 397. That was fun. Number 7. Oh, this is, look at here. We got trinomial by trinomial. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 0.5. And then we got x to the 4th plus 0x cubed plus 0x squared. They didn't have those, so I put a placeholder in for it. Plus 6x minus 2.5. All right, so I need to make this x squared into x to the 4th, so I'm going to multiply it by x squared. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. X squared times 3x is plus 3x cubed, and then plus 0.5x squared. Subtract the second line from the first. Those cancel out. 0 minus, So I got negative 3x cubed. 0 minus, so I got minus 0.5x squared. And I'll bring those down. Plus 6x minus 2.5. Now I need to make that into that. So plus 3x. 3x times x squared is 3x cubed. 3x times 3x plus 9x squared. 3x, that's, plus 1.5x. Again, I'll subtract. These cancel out. Oh, that was a negative. No. Yes, that was a negative, so that should have been minus 3x. I got to go back and change all those signs. Minus 3x. Okay, so that makes that minus. That's negative right there. And that makes that a minus. And let me check that, make sure. Negative 3x, yep. Okay, so those canceled out. Negative 0.5 minus negative 9 is positive 8.5x squared. 6 minus, that's going to be plus 7.5x. And we'll bring that down. Okay, so I need to make this, we're going to add 8.5. So we got 8.5x squared. 3 times 8.5 is 25.5. That's plus 25.5x. And then 8.5 times 0.5 will be 4 1/4. And so that's going to be plus 4.25. Again, these cancel out. 7.5 minus 25.5. 7.5 minus 25.5 is negative 18. So we got negative 18x. And 2.5. 2.5 minus, and that was negative, it's negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 minus negative 2.5 minus 4.25. 4.25, that's 6 3/4 minus 6.75. So that's your remainder. So what do we got here? We have x squared plus 3x plus 0.5 times x squared minus 3x plus 8.5 minus 18x minus 6.75. All right, there we go. We're going to skip 8. I think you got the gist. Now let's get to the good stuff here. You're going to like synthetic division. It is much, much easier. It's less complicated. So here we have x minus a. So x minus a, we're going to set that equal to 0. Add 8 to both sides, and we got x equals 8. We're going to take this 8, and we're going to put it in what's called the box. And then what do we got here? X cubed, X squared, X to the first. All right, so we got 7, -4, -400, and -100. We bring the 7 down. 8 times 7 is 56. -4 plus 56 is 52. 8 times 52, that's 6, and put a 1, 416. -400 plus 4, that's going to give you 16. 8 times 16, that's 48, 128, and that leaves you with 28 in the box. I wonder, watch this. This is going to be cool. You're going to like that. So I got 8 here, right? So I'm going to go into my calculator and I'm going to put 8 control variable X. Now let's go over here and we've got 7x cubed, 7x cubed. I think it was minus 42x squared. Minus 4x squared. Minus 400x. Minus 100. 28. We got 28 here. Okay. So let's write it. Our answer is x minus 8. And then, see, this starts out with a cubed here. So this is going to be, that's a cube. So this is going to make this 7x squared plus 52x plus 16. So we got 7x squared plus 52x plus 16, and then we got plus 28. Is that not cool? All right, let's try another one. That's just too good to be true. Try another one. So we got x plus 0.25 equals 0. So x equals negative 0.25. Negative 0.25 in the box. We have 8. We don't have an x cubed, so we're going to put a 0 there. Negative 28.5. Negative 9, and positive 10. And bring the 8 down, 8.25, that's going to be like 2, right? Negative 2. Negative 0.25 times 8, negative 2. So that's negative 2. That's going to be like negative 0.5 or positive 0.5. Negative 0.25 times negative 2 is 0.5. So we got 0.5. That leaves us with negative 28. All right. Negative 0.25 times negative 28, I believe it was, gives you positive 7. And then that's going to give you negative 2. And we did that over there and got 0.5. So we got a 10.5 here as a remainder. So we got x plus 0.25 times, and that's going to be 8x cubed minus 2x squared minus 28x minus 2. 8x cubed minus 2x squared minus 28x minus 2 plus 10.5. Okay. Remember, this is to the fourth power, so that's going to be to the third, because we are actually taking an x out of it. That's what we're actually doing. Number 11. Number 11. So here we go. X plus 1 equals 0. So x equals negative 1. Negative 1. 3, 2, 1. So we don't have to worry about that. We got 2.5. We have 6. Negative 5.5. And negative 10. Bring the 2.5 down. That's going to be negative 2.5. 6 minus 2.5 is like 3.5. So it's going to be negative 3.5. 8, that's going to be negative 9. So it's going to be positive 9, and that's negative 1. So we're going to have x plus 1 times, and this is going to be 2.5 x squared plus 3.5 x minus 9. And then minus 1. Now, I know you're wondering, does all this really work? Well, let's see. How could we test it? How could we test it? Well, what if we was to multiply those? Would that do it? Let's try that. We are going to take that, and we are going to see. So x times 2. That's 2.5x cubed plus 3.5x squared minus 9x. That's all the x's. All right. Now let's see. That's going to be plus 2.5x squared plus 3.5x minus 9 minus 1. Okay. Now let's combine these like terms. What do we got? 2.5x cubed. Any others? Nope. All right, we got 3.5x squared and 2.5x squared. Any others? No. 3, 5, 6. That's going to give us plus 6x squared. And we got minus 9x plus 3.5x. Negative 9 plus 3.5. It's negative 5.5x. And negative 9 minus 1 is minus 10. That is exactly what we started out with. So it does work. Isn't that cool? All right, determine whether the given binomial is a factor of the polynomial p of x. If so, find the remaining factors of p of x. Okay, there are several ways to do this. Probably the easiest way, and that's what we're about. We're about solving things the easiest way. That's what Algebra 2 is about, solving problems the easiest way. So let's go over here. Let's go to our calculator. On, new, no. And we'll go to graphs. So we got x cubed plus 2x squared, x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 2 minus x minus 2. And let's graph it. So it crosses here at 1, -1, and -2. And I'll show you. Menu, 6, 1. That's -2. Menu, 6, 1. And that's -1. Menu, 6, 1. And that's +1. So we got, and we got x equals -2, x equals -1, and x equals 1. Okay, so if we add that, we got x plus 2 equals 0. Add that, we got x plus 1 equals 0. Subtract that, we got x minus 1 equals 0. So there's your factors. X plus 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Well, Mr. Carbonneau, are you tricking me? Well, let's see. Let's take it. Let's do the synthetic division. We got -2. All right, so we got 1, we got 2, we got -1, and we got -2. Bring the 1 down, and that gives us -2. -2 times 1 is -2. That gives us 0. And that gives us 0, and that brings down -1. And that gives us +2, which gives us 0. That 0 tells us that this is a factor. 0 says it is a factor. All right. So there we go. There's our first one. Well, let's try this one here. So we got -1 in the box. Bring the 1 down, -1. That's going to give us -1. That's going to give us -1. That's going to give us +1. That's going to give us 0. And there we go. And let's try this one. So we got 1 in the box. Bring the 1 down. 1 times 1 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. And -1, it gives you 0. And there you go. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's try number 13. Again, I'm just going to go and graph it. What do I got? I got 2x to the 4th, 2x to the 4th, plus 6x cubed, minus 5x, minus 5x minus 10, minus 5x minus 10. Now, this says to the 4th power, right? So there should be 4 factors. Well, look, there's actually only 2, right? And you go menu, 4, 4, and you zoom out. See, there's only 4. There's only, anyway. And these aren't exact. Well, so what, let's see. Determine whether it is a factor. X plus 2 is a factor. It is not, okay? And we'll try it this way here. -2, we'll put that in the box. And we got 2, we got 6, we got 0, we got -5, and we got -10. So we'll bring the 2 down. That's -4. That makes that a 2. That makes that a -4. That makes that a -4. That makes that a +8. That makes it 3. That makes it -6. And that gives us -16 in the box. So not a factor. Not a factor. If it has a remainder other than 0, it is not a factor. Now let's do it the easy way. X cubed minus 22x squared. X cubed minus 22x squared plus 157x plus 157x minus 360. All right. We're looking for it to cross 3 places. That's because it's good. Let's see if it does that. And it does. And it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. Menu 6, 1. Menu 6, 1. Menu 6, 1. All right. So x equals 5, x equals 8, and x equals 9. So we're going to have x minus 5, x minus 8, and x minus 9. Those are the 3 factors. Let's try number 15. And we had 4x cubed minus 12x squared. 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 2x minus 5. Is that right? It is. Enter. All right. Well, how many places? This one crosses 1 at 3. Menu 6, 1. We were looking for it to cross at most 3 places. It only crossed 1. That's 2.97. So 3 is not a factor. We can try it. 4, -12, 2, -5. 4, that's 12, that's 0, that's 0, that's 2, that's 6, that's 1. And just like we said, not a factor. Okay, the volume of a rectangular prism is modeled by the function v of x equals x cubed minus 8x squared plus 19x minus 12. Given volume 1 is 0 and volume of 3 is 0, identify the other value for which the volume of x equals 0, which will give the missing dimension of the prism. So we said it says 1 is 0. So let's try that. We got 1, -8, 19, and -12. 1, that's -7, that's -7, that's +12, that's 12, 0. Excellent. So we got that one. Let's put a 3 in there. What do we got? 1, that's 3, that's -4, that's 12, that's 0. Okay, this is x minus 4. Well, if you set x minus 4 equal to 0, that means x equals 4. So v of 4 equals 0. Good job, folks. Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day.